On November 1st and 2nd, Mexico remembers all our loved ones who have passed away. The Day of the Dead is a celebration that fuses ancient Mesoamerican traditions with Catholic elements, resulting in a unique holiday that honors the deceased with joy and color. The roots of the Day of the Dead date back to the pre-Hispanic civilizations of Mexico. For these people, death was seen as a natural stage of life, a passage to another dimension, not as a definitive end, but rather an extension of life. They performed rituals to celebrate the lives of their ancestors, believing that the souls of the deceased returned to visit their families once a year. The deity Mictecacituatl, Lady of Death, played an important role in these celebrations. Death was the beginning of a journey to Mictlan, during which the soul of the deceased had to traverse a difficult path full of obstacles to reach Mictlantecutli, the Lord of the Dead, to whom an offering had to be made and thus attained eternal rest. Thus, for a brief period, the souls of deceased loved ones are allowed to return to the world of the living and reunite with their families. November 1st is dedicated to the souls of children, known as All Saints' Day, while November 2nd is dedicated to the souls of adults, All Souls' Day. The central element of the celebration is the creation of the altar of the dead, or ofrenda, in homes. These altars are true works of art, built with several levels that symbolize the different planes of existence or earth and sky. It represents the meeting between the world of the living and the world of the dead. The Day of the Dead offering is one of Mexico's richest and most symbolic traditions, considered an intangible cultural heritage of humanity. The main parts of an offering are divided into its structure, the levels, and its essential elements. The levels of the altar. 2 levels, heaven and earth. These symbolize the duality of the universe, the connection between the earthly and spiritual planes. 3 levels, heaven, earth, and the underworld. 7 levels, the 7 steps. This is the most traditional. It symbolizes the 7 steps, or levels of Mictlan, that the soul must travel to reach eternal rest and achieve peace. Each element has a profound meaning. Photograph of the deceased. The visiting soul. This is the image of the loved one to whom the altar is dedicated. It suggests that this particular soul is the one to whom the altar is dedicated. Marigold flower. The sun and the earth. These intensely orange, strongly scented flowers are used to create paths from the entrance of the home to the altar, guiding souls with their light and fragrance, and to adorn altars. Candles. Fire, faith, and hope. They symbolize the light that guides the deceased on their journey home, so that the soul of the deceased does not get lost along the way. The flame is a beacon of welcome. Water. Life and purity. It serves to quench the thirst of souls after their long journey from the underworld. Salt. Purification. It is a purifying element placed so that the soul is not corrupted on its journey to and from the world of the dead. Copal or incense. Air and reverence. It is used to cleanse the place of evil spirits and purify the environment, allowing the soul to enter its home safely. Papal picado. Air and joy. The element of air, which must be present in every offering. Its vibrant colors bring joy to the celebration and symbolize the fragility of life. Pan de muerto. Body and fraternity. It is one of the most precious elements. It symbolizes the body of the deceased and in its shape, represents the bones and skull, celebrating the cycle of life and death. Calaveritas. The present death. They are an allusion to death seen in a joyful and humorous way. Those that bear the name of the deceased on the forehead remind us that death is an inevitable part of life. Favorite food and drink. Delight and remembrance. The dishes and drinks that the deceased enjoyed in life are placed on the altar. This is a gesture of hospitality so that the soul may be nourished by the essence of food. Cross. Catholicism and cardinal points. It can be made of salt, ash, lime, or petals. It symbolizes the Catholic faith and often represents the 4 cardinal points to guide the soul. Arch. Gateway. Placed at the top, it symbolizes the entrance and exit of souls. It is decorated with flowers and fruit. Personal items. Toys for the souls of children and objects cherished by adults. The white tablecloth, which signifies purity. The length of a Day of the Dead offering varies slightly depending on family tradition or region, but the main period of the celebration is 7 days, between October 27th and November 3rd. Cemetery Vigil. The Day of the Dead celebrations in the cemeteries are one of the most authentic and moving expressions of this Mexican tradition. It is a time when sadness for the absence of loved ones blends with the joy of remembering them and the conviction that for one day, they will return to be with their families. A true day of celebration. Days before November 1st and 2nd, the main days of the celebration, families go to the cemeteries to clean and decorate the graves of their deceased. This includes weeding, sweeping, painting, and even repairing small details. It is an act of love and respect for the resting place of their loved ones. The central element of the celebration in the cemeteries is the offering, which is placed directly on the grave. These offerings can be very elaborate or simple, but they are always full of meaning. They include the same elements as the traditional offering. On the night of November 1st for deceased children, and on the night of November 2nd for adults, many families remain at the cemetery. They gather around the grave, share stories, reminisce about the deceased, sing their favorite songs, and even eat the offering they have brought. It is common to see mariachi groups, trios, or bands playing the deceased's favorite songs or traditional Mexican melodies. Families also pray for the eternal rest of their loved ones and for a safe journey. The atmosphere in the cemeteries is unique. Despite being a place of eternal rest, during the Day of the Dead, it comes alive. The candlelight flickering in the darkness, the scent of marigolds and copal, the music, laughter, and conversations create a magical atmosphere of light, color, and harmony.